Seemingly all quiet today at this Amherst hotel, still sheltering 75 to 80 asylum seeker family households after their forced move from the Cheektowaga hotel shelters last month. But lingering questions for a newly sworn in state assemblyman, with the state controller's office projecting $4.3 billion in state spending for migrants into 2026 and several billion more for New York City.
It seems to be there's a lack of transparency on how this whole process has played out. The funding must come from New York State to New York City, who's then third party with Jewish Family Services. They're looking for, where these folks were resettled to. How's this going to impact their community and impact it in way of tax services.
Our contract is with New York City. It's not with Erie County. It's not with the city of Buffalo. It is with New York City, and the funds we are receiving are coming from New York City.
Jewish Family Services picking up from Doc Go to care for the migrants and get them into apartments under a contract pared down from the original $22.4 million to about $8 million now. They claim progress with 200 people, singles and adult couples with no children, moved into permanent housing. So now
we can prioritize working with families and getting those families placed in housing.
But again, what about those singles?
They are no longer living in the shelter system. They're no longer living in hotels. They have moved on to other housing, and they are now, as individuals, responsible for themselves.
Okay, so they're not receiving any other government assistance to the best of your knowledge then?
Correct. Our focus was to get them moving on their own so they can be self-sufficient and self-sustaining.
Are they?
Yep.
To the best of your knowledge?
To the best of my knowledge, they are no longer in our program. They're no longer receiving, they're not receiving housing support.
Are they in paying jobs?
It goes from hospitality to light industry to some very specific work. There's engineers, there are mechanics.
Now, other Republican state lawmakers are jumping in with a letter that came out this afternoon to Governor Hochul demanding answers about potential cost and notification for taxpayers and residents in this new housing for migrants and the monitoring responsibility of asylum hearings for such individuals. On your side here in the newsroom, Ron Plants, Channel 2 News.